Hi. Hi. It's her.
We have collected both the Allies now. Um, so yeah, we didn't stream or we didn't have a podcast last week because of schoolwork and stuff like that.
History, fuck my life.
Fuck history. All my homies hate history. Allie, do you like history?
I mean, I think history's cool, but
You're
it's
off the
also one of
podcast,
the
you're
more
off the
boring.
podcast.
Oh, well.
I'm kidding, sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, we have we got the other Allie this time. It's epic.
Yes, it's the. I was about to say the alley or alley, but I'm not sure how that works.
Yes, the Allie or Allie. Even
The
got
woman.
matching pictures. Epic. Yeah. I so I told my parents, so like they often like ask me who I'm talking to and stuff like that because they want to know. Like they're like, "Ooh, who did you talk to this time and what did you do?" And I was like, okay." And so when I've told them about you guys, and I told them that sometimes we call you Al he and Al she, and they thought that was hilarious.
It was the most like random thing, but it's been so helpful to just tell people like call us Alhi Alshi. And I even when like Allie's not around, like people still call me Alshi. It's a nice nickname.
Yeah.
Also, Smorg just said, "Woo, real alley."
Woo! It's the real one. Don't tell Allie.
The OG Allie. I came in the community first.
Yes. Allie is my favorite Allie.
I
Damn.
agree. Yeah.
I love how the introduction to this has just been us talking about your name. I'm sorry.
No, that's valid. That's all there is to my personality, right?
That's just
Lizard, you made her feel like she doesn't matter. How do you feel now?
pain.
I don't think I've ever heard you be in a higher pitch.
That was fucking like a bird call.
I'm a fucking pterodactyl.
I've known you for 11 months, Lizard, and you've never been. Your voice has never been this high.
Yeah, I never want to hurt Allie. Pain.
He just loves me that much.
Of course.
We'll fix that some more.
When he knows audio, epic.
I don't know why it's cutting. That's the problem. So I'm kind of monk ass over here.
No, God.
Okay.
You got your internet back though, right?
Yeah, I have my internet back. Yeah, I'm not on mobile data this time, so we should be fine.
Epic. I love that.
Okay, I think we can start with the questions.
Yes.
So,
Epic.
usually the guest goes first. Are you comfortable going first, Ali, or should we go first?
Oh, this is horrifying. Do I answer my question first?
Yes.
If
But
you want to.
but
Oh.
again, you don't have to.
Mhm.
You can present it first, but you don't have to answer first.
Yeah. You guys go first.
Bet.
So, you're me, Lizard.
I don't know. I don't care.
You go first.
Let's first.
Bet. So my question is, how do you manage to stay consistent and not feel discouraged? I don't mean that as like, feel discouraged because you're consistent. I mean like, manage to stay consistent slash don't feel discouraged. Yeah, epic. But yeah, great at explaining over here. Uh-huh. So yeah, I basically asked this because, well, if anyone here watches my Twitch,
Wait, you
they
stream?
don't.
stream?
Yeah, yeah, I like took a break from streaming without even like it was not that I was like, yeah, I'll take a break now for a few months. I just like didn't stream lols. And then I streamed once because I was like, I will get back into this shit. But then I streamed that one time and then I didn't stream for a month. And then I streamed another time and I was like, yeah, I will get back now. And that was my last stream. But then this week was
Thank you for
very
the
not
follow.
fitting for streaming. Because I was just like feeling pretty down at the beginning. And then when I felt great again, um, I just had my whole like weekend planned. So I couldn't stream, or I can't stream. But I have the podcast at least, so I'm still here. I'm around. I'm in Discords. Please, I'm still relevant, guys. I matter.
She
Um,
hosts a podcast every week.
My streamer.
yes, it's not even on my Twitch though, so it'd be like that. Followers. Epic.
Is that all to it, Lizard, or you have anything else to say?
Oh no, I have to actually answer the question too, not just explain that I suck at streaming. Um, so yeah, I I have a few like things that I've been thinking about, but then I don't really apply them that well, cause yeah. So I think a lot of like my mindset, because at the beginning I was feeling pretty like bad about not streaming. Like I was like, fuck, I should be streaming. But every time I wanted to stream, I like didn't have time, and every time I did have time, I just didn't feel like streaming. And I don't want to stream when I don't want to stream. Well, obviously, but like I don't want to put on a stream that's like not that good because I'm not as like into it. I don't know. You get what I mean? I want the stream to be good when I actually stream, even though I'm still very scuffed. But you know, I want my vibes to be there. And so I was feeling pretty bad about it. Um, but then I was just kind of like, this is my stream. No one is like asking me to stream. Like, sure, people might want to watch. Like, that's all right, and I do feel bad about that. But it's my stream. I decide when I want to stream, and when I don't want to stream, or like I don't decide that, but I decide when I stream. And so it doesn't really matter. I don't really see myself as a streamer because I do see myself as someone who occasionally streams, you know? Because it's like I don't even stream games because my computer is shit and well, yeah. I
For
just
now.
it yes, but it's just another way for me to hang out with people. So I kind of just went, well, I can be in a voice call and that'll like be almost the same thing. So yeah, I'm still around, and a few things that I did was like turn off my view account. I've never had a problem with like feeling discouraged because of numbers. Um, However, I just feel like I don't want it to eventually happen. And as I said, I really see streaming as just hanging out with people. Like it's just another way for me to talk to the people I know um, through stream and like get to know people and stuff and have a fun time. So I don't really care about like people being there or like growing in size and stuff. And that's both a good thing and a bad thing because that has made it so that I've felt comfortable being this inconsistent. Like someone who cares a lot about streaming and want to like well grow more and more and get bigger and bigger, they kind of have to be consistent, you know? So yeah. Another thing is just like um I haven't really figured out how to like how to not be discouraged from streaming because well my social battery is very unstable. Like I never really know when I'll be able to talk to people or not, and I also have a shit ton of mood swings. So I can have a great day and I'll have energy, and then one thing happens and I'm dead for the rest of the day and I feel like shit. And I'm like, well, now I don't want to stream. Now I can't stream. So it has been really hard for me to like I don't know, balance things out. I love how this is my question. I don't really have an answer to it, but yeah.
No,
Isn't
it's
this
totally understandable.
isn't that like every week, Lizard? I'm sorry. Are you okay?
I was drinking water. Holy shit. Damn, you really came for me like that. What the fuck? I
You
mean,
say
you're
you
right.
you say that like 2 out of 3 questions. I don't have an answer to it, but I will answer it.
Yeah, pain.
Do you want to go,
So
Allie?
yeah,
Oh yeah, sorry, Lizard.
no. I. We are both hosts. You can talk too.
It's not like his stream or anything. And yeah,
I know.
I answered the question too, right?
Mhm.
Okay, this is good because I had I had an answer for this one. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
I know about this. Also, I'm gonna move myself off push to talk.
Yes.
Just I felt it was polite to do at the beginning, like with you
Oh.
guys, like when you're talking, but like I cannot continue to hold left alt
Yeah.
while
Imagine
my
being
train of
polite.
thought goes.
Lols.
So it's funny for me streaming just because it wasn't my choice. I didn't want to stream at all. Because like for those of you who don't know, I lost a bet to start streaming. With this Mr. Bob Goes Moo for whoever reached 50 followers first. Because he and I were both adamant on not streaming, but all of our friends did, and they really wanted us to, and I ended up losing, and so I had to, start becoming a streamer woman. And
Epic.
so it's been really strange for me having that mindset of like I did this for a bet because it's never been I want to get like big on streaming. It's always I want to just create a safe place for people. And for a year and a half now, like me on Twitch has just been entirely supporting other people and
Mhm.
their like pursuits and passions. And it's been a really like big struggle when I see that like my friends who are streaming, to try to like get big or like just really want to create content, and I see them get really upset because stream's not going exactly how they want it to, and they get really discouraged. And it's
Mhm.
been really difficult to try to like support them through that. And so it's been like quite a journey to try to figure out the best way to support people that like they enjoy streaming and they want to stream, but they just lack the motivation.
Yeah.
And I love that idea of just not even looking at viewer counts
Mhm.
because that's something that people get hung up on a lot. And it's such an inconsistent statistic. Like it really depends like what's going on, like how people are feeling that week, especially
Mhm.
when you have like a community like ours where there's like this like set number of people that are viewing. And if 20 people in the community are streaming at the same time, like your view count might be lower than like if you streamed in the morning. So that really it's not a good determinant of how well you're doing at all. But people do get like held up a lot by that. And that's really unfortunate because it can like sap away from the energy that you put into streaming. And
Mhm.
so not putting a focus on that along with just not caring, which isn't easy by any means, but you just you gotta keep with the mindset that you're streaming because you love it and not for any number, because no number is going to tell you that you made their day better. You know, like that's no reality.
Bro,
Like
you're so cute.
like when I stream, like I want to like measure how well a stream was based on how many people I made feel safe or smile or laugh. Like that's how I measure my success like day to day. And so it's just really important to put the focus in the passion rather than, any numbers, because numbers can be disappointing all of the time. And they're no like actual measure of how good you are as a streamer or a person. or an entertainer, whatever you want to bubble yourself into. And
Yeah.
it's really heartbreaking to see like my friends who do stream and they get so upset by not doing as well as they think they should. But I'm like, no, you're doing great. Like your your content, your streams are amazing as long as you put the right energy and passion into it. And you just
Yeah.
need to take care of yourself too. And like your mental,
Mhm.
because it's such a dangerous game to play when you start focusing on numbers.
Yeah, I can, if I can add on to that. um, I feel like also people might feel like they um they put a lot of value into it, like, oh, I'm not entertaining, people don't want to come to my streams, and like it's it's not real. It doesn't have to be you not being entertaining. And also, like, I've seen people be like, oh, it's just because I'm not that energetic, typical streamer personality, like, Um, and it's like, well, some people love the more silent and like calm streams. Like it's the whole like beauty's in the eye of the beholder, or what the fuck you say. Like, don't feel discouraged because like it's all relative. Like, it doesn't matter. And also, like, make sure to just do what you enjoy. Like Ali said, and like don't stream a game because you think like, oh, this game will give me most views or something like that. Like, just do what you want. Like, I stream fucking nanograms because I was just like, I have nothing to stream. I can just stream what I do anyway. Like, it's just me vibing. It's just me talking with friends. Like, it's okay. You don't have to like have the best content or stuff like that if people are there for you. you know? And sometimes you have content that is more focused on the actual game. Like, if you're really good at a game, but you feel like you don't, uh, or something like that, you may feel like people are there because of the gameplay instead of like the personality. But that's also completely valid. So yeah, it's all just, we're all different. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like take away from your answer.
No,
I
no,
just
no.
wanted to add
That-
stuff because
That's definitely. I'd rather you add things.
epic.
Um,
I think
and
that's how
just
the
being
podcast works.
yourself. Yeah, that's
True.
how it's bouncing. And
Yes.
yes, please bounce.
I'm sorry for like continuing the conversation. I will never talk again.
But
Podcast ended.
Bye.
Yeah, no,
So
that's
creep.
super
Oh, sorry.
important. Good. No, no, no. Creep.
yes.
No.
I
What?
wasn't gonna. That's all I was saying. I'm just like, yeah, that's. I agree. That's. It's really important to do that.
Yeah.
No creep.
Epic. I.
I forgot those weren't blocked because I forgot I did a stream without that. I will not play an ad. I am so sorry.
I
I'll
can.
refund your point. Yeah, please refund the point. I need to
Yes.
edit that right now because I did a stream that wasn't a podcast and I enabled everything again. Now it's time to. I'm sorry, chat.
This really just wants the podcast to just not happen. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first thing he said was like, what's here? Yikes.
He would.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
So question: how do you manage to stay consistent and not feel discouraged? Um, I cannot be consistent. um, well, with podcast I can be because it's 1 hour a week. I couldn't do it last week because of there were a shit ton of exams I had to do, and I was not prepared. Um, wait, sorry, I'm sick, so I'm just gonna be all over the place.
That's okay.
Don't apologize, bitch.
Fucking. Yeah.
How dare you be sick? That has nothing to do with anything, or like you can't choose it, or like anything. How dare you do something like that? You're such
Shut
a bad
up
person.
already. Okay.
I know you love me.
Yes. Okay. Um. Well, even why I cannot be consistent is because of my parents. lately, my parents have been needing me so fucking much. Past 3 days, on Friday, for example, I came home, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go, like, and do something. But just as I came home, my mom was like, oh great, I need you for something, and I had to babysit for 4 hours. Then I went on my computer, went one game of League of Legends. 5 minutes into the game, my mom tells me she needs me. After the game, before I could even come to her, my dad called me that he needs me for work. So that was from 6 in the morning when I woke up to 13 when I came back to school, plus 4 hours, plus 1 hour. So I cannot be consistent because of my parents. So yeah, that's for me. And how to not feel discouraged. For me, whenever I did stream, like more like not just podcast, basically what I needed was at least one active viewer, or like at least one person in chat, because I cannot talk to myself for that long. Then I just basically stop talking and end stream. I just need something or someone to be active to type or talk. Like if I'm in a VC with someone, or if I have one person in chat.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, I pretty much cannot. I don't know. It doesn't feel like I'm streaming. It feels like I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah. Like you stream to have an audience. Like otherwise you would just be playing on your own.
Yeah, and then I'm just using up energy to talk to myself to something that I would already talk to myself. I stream to be interactive. For me, again, I don't have the same story as Allie, but basically I did not plan to start streaming at all. I already told this on previous podcasts, I believe, but Joy, that has not streamed in a while, I was once playing chess and like streaming it in a voice call, and she went like, oh yeah, you should stream this sometime. I'm like, who the fuck would watch chess?
Oh, I would watch chess.
Me. I hear it.
Yes, Lizard, that's how I got to know you, because I started streaming chess. Surprisingly enough, people are weirdly into chess. I got like 80 followers from just playing chess. Like, what?
Yes. Because you're so good at it.
No, it's... I am... Okay.
Said what I said.
And I mean, it's more than just what you're actually streaming. It's also the amount of energy you put into it. Because I'm sure, oh man, I do art streams, and I'm not a very good artist, and it's not very entertaining to just.
Hold up. Stop right there. What the fuck? You are great. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. Yes.
Okay, I'm constantly trying to improve.
Yes.
Is I guess more so what it is. But where was I?
I'm sorry.
Like it's not the most entertaining thing to just watch someone repeatedly try to make a curve until it looks good.
I feel bad.
But it's a lot more than just that. So I think just from what I've seen of you, Creep, like you've got such a really pleasant like energy, and you're really funny too, like in a strange like aggressive hilarious way.
Yeah.
And especially like imagining you playing chess, like that's top tier entertainment. So it's so much more than just playing chess. It's the fact that it's you doing it, and it's your personality that you're bringing into it, and that's really awesome, I think.
God, you're so smart, Allie.
Thank you. I graduated with honors.
Yes. Fucking Latin.
Yeah. Oh, I love Latin. That's okay.
That's so fucking true. Like it's you streaming. It's not just the stream. Like I stream fucking nanograms. I don't think anyone that watches my streams actually cares about the picture that I'm, like, the puzzle that I'm doing.
I like nanograms.
Epic. Creep is the only one. Epic.
I literally told you that so many times. What, man? I was doing nanograms before I knew you.
I know, but yeah. I don't
Okay,
think that
sorry.
many people. I don't think many people join my stream to be like, ah, yes, I want to see what she is like doing right now. I think most of it is just like, ah, yes, I will listen to be a fucking dumbass as she tries to figure out this puzzle. So like, yeah.
And that's definitely part of why I think even when chat goes silent for a bit, or you're sitting alone with music, like I know that like I personally I have a ton of lurkers and people that just like listen into stream while they're like working on stuff as sort of like a background noise. And so even though like chat might be like silent for a bit, I still know that like someone is choosing to like have that energy be there in their life. And so yeah, even though even though like it might be quiet for like a good 10 minutes or more, like I still find it very important to try to keep that same energy out there because you never know. Someone could be just be like lurking and just not have the energy to talk. That's me most of the time in streams. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here and absorb your energy. But I can't talk right now.
Yeah.
Ah, I'm doing introvert shit.
That's me. But yeah, I
Handshake.
really feel that as well. Like, but it's also very hard talking about things when you're just on your own. And like, if you don't have anyone in voice chat, and if you're doing something that like, if you're doing something that's like, that you know you won't talk a lot about, like, often I like what I've noticed at least is like when someone has a lot of people in chat, they will talk about random shit with chat, and then when chat isn't as active, they start talking about the game instead because that's like what's relevant at the moment.
Thank you
And
for the
so
follow.
then it's like it's filling out the space. But it's really hard when you're doing something like an anagram, like ah yes, I will put red here, and then I'll put yellow here. Yes, like that's not very entertaining. So it's really hard, but you really like have to think about that. And also, I just get so honored knowing that people watch my streams. Like, I genuinely
Oh
did
my god,
not
yeah.
think like I started streaming without like I genuinely did not believe people would watch my streams. Like I literally did not think people would watch, but I still wanted to start test it out. I was like, yeah, I'll stream. I don't think anyone wants to see me stream, but yeah, I'll do it. And then now I'm like, oh wait, like I think it was Sinastra or something who said this like, oh, okay, the fuck am I saying? That said like, oh, I miss Lizard streams, and I was like, what? I was like, hello, what? And so it's really like surprised me that people like just seeing people being in chat or like watching stream is just like what people actually want to see this. I love that.
Yeah, I the most important thing is to just take what there is and be this is cheesy, but like be grateful for it. Because like the fact that you've got any sort of support, like that's so wholesome, and
Yeah.
it's like really uplifting.
Hmm.
Like anyone takes some of their time in their day, and they dedicate that to you, and they want to support you. Like I just
Wow.
think that's really awesome. And that's a great part about Twitch too.
Yeah.
And if you want that, that's a good lead into my question.
Yeah, this is a good lead into both questions,
Yeah.
but let's go with yours, Ali, because you're the guest.
Ah, good old import. I just did like the little hand thing, or I put it under my chin, like, hello guys. So I was struggling a lot with the wording, but I'll elaborate more. The
It's
wording's
all
not
right.
important. So my question's why do you think fostering a community is important? And oh man, long before I was a streamer myself, I hardcore dedicated myself in like to the community of so many other people's streams, and I think that's how most people just came to know me and think of me pretty well. It's the fact that I was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I tried to support as many people as I could. Like I always say, you gotta support the homies. And so I spread myself really thin, honestly, supporting people. and trying to make sure that their communities were welcoming and positive and, you know, supportive and beneficial. All those great things that you look for in a good community. Um, and honestly, I've found that that connection that you have with your audience, your viewers, like that's the secret to like a good stream versus like a mediocre stream. Like if I could use him as a reference, because I've been with him probably the longest, Mr. Renekumo. Like
Epic.
I met him a month or so before he started, like he decided to start streaming. Um, and being there with him the entire process of seeing him grow and reach out, it's been it's honestly kind of an honor, like being close with him that whole time. And
Mhm.
I'm really proud of him for how much like effort and energy he's put into it. But I'd say like the biggest thing that has helped with that is the fact that he's such a like people's person. Like he's very good at making people feel important and
Yeah.
special. And that's like the whole big thing about what a community is that everyone is involved. Like everyone feels like they have their place and like it's their little nook in the internet, like where they can feel like they have like a bit of an internet family.
Yeah.
And
True.
that's what keeps people coming back time and time again, is because they want to be there because it's so welcoming. And some of the most successful like communities like around like our little bubble of streamers, it's because they do so much to foster that community and they have really good Discord servers and they do a lot of interacting. And
Mhm.
that's oh, that can serve you so well as a streamer. And outside of like streaming generally, like that's so good for people and their mental well-being, feeling like they have a place and like they belong. And
Yeah.
that's what I always try to put so much of my focus on. Like I love community events. Even though I get really stressed out from the groups of people, like being able to put time and energy into, you know, things so that everyone can be involved, like whether that be pugs or like the art event I'm doing, or um like a 1v1 tournament. Like
Yeah.
all those sorts of things where people can get involved, or just generally talking. Like just a place to talk and be yourself. That is, oh, it's so important.
Mhm.
And it can be the difference of whether or not you, I guess, just to put it simply, like you do well. I like that's the key.
Mhm. And
You can toss it off.
I feel like you're very good at doing that shit too. Like you're very good at organizing events and like making sure that everyone feels like included and like they have. You literally said that your goal for your stream is to make everyone feel safe, and you really do that. Like just from hearing you talk right now, you like you can just tell that Allie's a wonderful person. You know, like she cares so much. It's amazing. But also, don't burn yourself out. Please put yourself first. You're important, bitch. Um,
I don't. Honestly, the best thing for me is spending time with people. That's why like most of the time I'm like spending like a majority of my day with Alhi,
mhm.
or with Shaggy or with Bob or Ren, like any of those people, because being with people, well, a small amount of people, that's like how I refill my battery.
Laughs and
That's when I'm my best.
incredibly introverted.
Oh yeah,
Good for you though. Smile.
I'm a social introvert.
Yeah.
um, and if you don't mind, there's one thing that I had in my mental list of things to hit with that. There's also people that like do a lot. Like I'd say that I'm in a lot of places and I try to support people the best I can, but I'm definitely not like the top in any way. Like there's people like Keto and Cord or Snore who are everywhere all of the time in people's streams, in their Discord servers, who are constantly going the extra mile to support people and like help keep them encouraged and feeling good and making sure that things are running smoothly. Like
Mhm.
those people are they deserve so much more praise because
Oh,
they do so much and are
yeah.
so like unrecognized because they're like trailblazers and they definitely just make everything feel so much more safe and welcoming.
Oh, yeah.
God, I love people.
Yeah, it shows. Creep, you or me?
Creep started taking a nap.
I'm not taking a nap. I walked from another room.
Flexing your wireless headphones. That's
I
nice.
am
Pro streamer.
I am so sorry, Lizard. I'll even let you go first, okay?
What? What? That's not. Ugh, pain. I hate you.
I noticed.
No, fuck. um, so to epically cringe on Allie, um, I am not anything of that. I want my stream to be a safe space, yes. However, I still do hate my chat, and my chat hates me. That was
In what
yeah,
word? What?
that was a lie. But I think that my streams are a good way to like see more of my personality just on my own. Because like when I often vibe around the voice calls when other people are playing shit or other people are streaming. Um, because then I'm not in charge of anything. So I just kind of sit there and I like basically just roast all my friends. I swear I love my friends sometimes. Um, shut up. Um, but like I kind of have this sarcastic personality, and I'm like, yeah, it's like that. Uh, but my streams, I think, is a good like place where I just kind of like I'm the one in charge. I'm just kind of chilling, and if I'm not with other people in voice call, I'm not really. I'm more like I think I'm more like personal and stuff, and so I hope that it can still be like breath of fresh air or what the fuck you even say. I keep trying to do like um what the fuck are those called? Like phrases, and then I just don't know them well enough. But yes,
That's
I
okay.
really hope
English is
that like
hard.
I want people to feel safe in my streaming included, but I'm also really bad at reading chat, and I feel like I as a person am not that welcoming. But I try my best. And some things have like been really cool. And creating the Discord server. So I created my Discord server before I started streaming. Um, because I was like, I kind of want a Discord server so that I can talk to people and stuff. But I don't want to have like, I don't want people to feel like there are too many Discord servers because also I don't even stream, so I have no reason to have a community around me. Like, I feel like I'm just in a community. I'm not the one that has a community, you know? And then it was actually Joy as well. Joy is really out here making people do stuff. Like, but Joy, I asked her like, would it be weird if I made a Discord server? Cause I don't want people. I don't know. I'm not even a streamer, so like, and she was like, if you want to do it, go for it. Like, people will join if they want to. And I was like, oh, damn, you're right. And then I also asked Tofu, like, is it weird if I create a Discord channel? And she was like, do what you want. And I was like, ah, okay. And then I made it, and so I sent it to those guys, and I was like, can you check out my Discord channel server? Because I don't know if this is good or not. I don't know what to do. And they're like, okay, sure. Uh, and so those were the first one in my Discord server, and they were like, yeah, looks cool. You've got this. And so that's how I got to know people, because we would stay up till 6 a.m. talking in voice calls, and I would just like I would hang in general voice call a lot in the beginning, but now I don't because energy's a bitch. Um, so it was just like a small little nice place for like hanging out. And so then when I did start streaming, um, I was just like, well, I've already established like a personality and like a community. in the sense that I have my friends, and so it was a great like start off. Um, and I'm also very active in, especially like conscious stream since I'm a mod for a lot of streamers, but conscious the one that I watch the most because his streams always fit with my schedule. I don't know. Um, so I already kind of just branched out a bit and like talked to people. And so I kind of had that community around me, and it was really nice to like know that people, even if people don't know me a lot, because yeah, once again, my social battery is just like out the window. It was really nice to have like this like secure feeling of, well, I have people around me, and even if I don't stream, I'm active in other streams and stuff. And I think it's really important, not only for your own like sake and for other people's sake, to feel included and safe, to have a community, but also just actually for growing. Like I don't care about growing, but like if you have people to raid and people raid you, if you make yourself known in Twitch chats, other people will know that, oh, you stream too, I will follow you too because I know you, or I know people that you know. So like it's a great way of growing, even though that shouldn't be the focus, but like it just is. And like creep with shit, like with your server, for example, your like random stuff I say channel.
Uh,
I really like that because it's just as you said, random stuff I say. And it really makes you like connect with the community because people just like it's just a great way of being so grounded. Because before I was in this community, I would watch streams and stuff, but it would always be such a clear difference between the streamer and the viewers. Like it was like a really clear difference between like I'm just a viewer, I'm just watching you, like um but then when I joined this community, I kind of had that in the back of my head because I didn't want to like um, move too quickly or be like, yeah, we're friends, and they're like, you just watch my stream. What do you mean? And so I had a moment where one time when I was talking to, I think it was Contra. Yeah. I was talking to Contra, and he just said, I was like, or I don't remember exactly what happened, but I was like, well, I don't wanna like assume that I know too much about you because I've always seen like streams mostly. I don't really talk to you guys that much. And Contra was like, I mean, you're almost always in my stream. You like see all of my personality in my streams. Like you know me so well because you've just like seen everything. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, is this allowed? I was like, oh. And I wasn't making a difference between us because of like me believing that they're above me, but it was just like in the back of my head, I didn't want to seem like I was taking too much space. And so it really just like now that I'm streaming as well, I'm just like, well, it's not like I don't see it as people watching me. I see it as people together, just like hanging out, but it's over Twitch. So I think it's really nice to have that, so, like have that a community that just works. um, but I still definitely think you should be wary about like don't invite yourself too much in case, because like just because you watch streams doesn't mean that you're friends and stuff like that. And like best way to make friends is just literally to talk, like just talk to the person and like see how things are and play with them and whatever, because like people are like I don't know how to phrase it, but like what I mean by this is that like don't see yourself as nothing, but also don't like just like act weird or to like um don't force yourself onto other people just because you're like watching the streams and stuff like that. Still keep it reasonable. And yeah, and another big thing, if you this is really off topic, but I just thought of this and I need to say this. Like if you see people who are friends joke about things together,
Oh my god.
you are not allowed to joke about that thing just because you've seen friends joke about that. Because they are friends, they know their own boundaries. Like when Allie, like, for example, when stream started, you sent the first message. It was hold up, let me read it out loud so I say it correctly. Let's see here.
Me when lizard.
Yeah, me with lizard and the I lost emote. Not to call you out or anything, but yeah, like I'm okay with that because we know each other and she knows that I'm okay with that because she has like made sure that I'm okay with that. But
That's
like,
that's our bond.
yes, but if a random person that I don't know would just like come and say that, I would be creeped out. So like, yeah, this is really off topic, but I just needed to say that now that I thought of it.
Yeah, no, that's
And so
totally.
now it's a weird like transition to other things, but yes.
It's so important to like know the boundaries,
Yes.
especially through Twitch and anything online. No, just life generally. Knowing boundaries is so important. And it's definitely very it's vital to know not to just assume that you're close
Mhm.
to someone because, they could enjoy your company and, you could exist together, but that doesn't mean that you're, automatically very close. And sometimes that is a fine line online that it's kind of blurry. Um, and you'd mentioned like your community is not like you said you hate your chat and your chat hates you. And honestly, I love that for you because, you know, I I guess I'm always sort of a person to like say that a community should be, kind and welcoming just because like that's the sort of person I am. But that's
Mhm.
definitely not what it is. It's literally just the bond that you have with your people.
Yeah.
And if that's your bond with them and that's what like you all enjoy together, like that is freaking amazing.
Mhm.
It's whatever you make it to be, and like that's the important part of like having your community. And it was really funny to me because I don't consider myself at all a big streamer. Like I guess I've always sort of had like a warped mindset of it. But someone DM'd me the other day and it's like, when you started streaming you didn't have a lot of views. How did you gain so fast? Like they asked me how I became like a bigger streamer, which was really funny because my first stream was my best stream ever. I peaked at 111 viewers at one point.
Holy
Like,
fuck. Oh,
I
sorry.
know. that's that's insane. Like that's not by any means normal. And like I it was really flattering. But I think that like I sat there and I like thought for a bit. I'm like, what what did cause that? Like why? Because I don't put a ton of effort into like stream
Move.
like streaming or like making sure that streams go well. Like it's very thrown together most of the time. Like I'm a very not with it sort of person. But it just sort of happens. And so I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't put nearly as much effort or energy into it as some people do. Like they take it like very seriously, and it's like a very relaxed thing for me. So like, why do I do well? And like I sat there and I would like talk with them about it, and really like the only answer I could come up with is, for a long time before I even started streaming, like I was sort of like building up the people that I knew,
Mhm.
and like your reputation is something that's so important to maintain, like between like groups of people. And it's kind of a trashy thing to say, and it's by no means like how I think of it, but you know people, and if you support those people, they want to support you too.
Mhm.
And you know people that enjoy you will come like to have your back. And I guess that's a business tactic in a way.
Yeah.
Like, being out there and branching out, like that in and of itself can. I just read chat.
Yeah. I just
But
gonna say, I think that that
yeah.
can be a reason that you were so big because it's very chill and it's very like mistakes are allowed to happen, so it's a comfortable environment. Like it's a comforting thing that you don't care that much because then it's like it can like make people feel more safe. So it
Yeah,
doesn't have to be like such a big thing.
it's very human,
Yes,
to put it simply. Um,
Allie the human.
I
Absolutely.
that is my name actually.
Yeah, yeah.
We kind of, oh wow, uh, everything just tying together.
Yes,
But
epic.
yeah, it was really weird because I don't think of myself as like I'm just here. I exist. I just do it because sometimes I'm like, damn, I want to stream.
Yeah.
And so it was really weird to get that message. I'm like, oh wow. But yeah, I honestly, like I was saying before, like if anyone were to ask, like, how do you get like a bigger community or like more viewers and like people like supporting you, it's like really just build a community, get involved in other things.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
And also like
Anyways,
luck. Don't take shit
I'll
too
yeah,
personally, everyone. Like that's a great message to have. Like just don't overthink stuff and don't take stuff too personal.
definitely. Creep, we've sort of been going off. Do you do you have anything you want to say
Oh
on
Hi.
my
that?
god.
Okay.
Hello.
Wait, what exactly is the question? The question is, why do you think fostering a community is important? Uh, yeah, I don't know about that. Because it's not me that's building my own community. Pretty much the entirety of my community is just a lizard's community transmitting to mine, and that's all it is to it. So
Our
so I,
communism.
so I actually I have no idea what to say here.
That's
Uh,
alright.
I mean,
I
you could also take it to like supporting other streamers and like building connections between different Twitches. Like you said, you have the connectedness between yours and Liz's.
Yeah. I think this
Yeah.
Or we can
podcast
move on.
is a great like thing to set a community because we have we have us two, which is just like we're combining our communities, but also like we get in new people. So you coming up with this is really cool. So I'm gonna let you talk about this so that I don't talk over your answer.
sorry, I did not understand last 10 seconds that happened. Sorry, I zoned out.
It's okay. Also, I think you said this, but I don't remember. But Creep is sick right now. Um.
Yeah.
So.
5 minutes ago, I randomly started bleeding from my nose, so I don't know if I
Oh
even go.
no.
I don't even know if I go
Eh,
to school tomorrow.
yeah. You should get rest. But yeah, I was talking about how this podcast is a great way to build a community and branch out into other people since we have guests.
Uh huh.
Hi.
So you coming up with this idea, yeah, hello. You coming up with this idea is a really smart thing to do, even though I don't think you started this podcast because you wanted to get bigger. That's not that's not why we're doing this.
I honestly made this podcast because I was thinking, Kanji has not been doing his podcast for a while. I talk to Lizard literally every day. Hey, Lizard, let's have a podcast. That's literally how my mind went.
But... Amazing.
And now we're here, like almost 2 months in.
Mhm. I talk a lot when I'm with people I'm comfortable with and when I'm happy and when I have energy. So, like, my IRL friend group has always told me, like, you need a podcast because you talk so goddamn much. And I'm like, well, I
I'm
did
your
it.
number one fan.
If you go to twitch.tv/bigcreep.
Epic. It's a. But yeah, I just realized that we haven't done your question creep and we have, like, yeah, we can go over, of course. So yeah, let's continue on.
Okay, so my question was
Exciting.
what's a highlight of your streams, or rather, what makes you happy when you stream? Uh, for podcast specifically, I love when I'm in a voice call with someone and I mention a podcast and they're like, "Oh yeah, I've seen the last episode. It's amazing," and it just makes me so fucking happy. Like I had I have an IRL friend that like a lot of time jokes about like how anime is cringe and shit like that. So he's more of like haha like a kind of annoying guy. But then he was like, "Oh yeah, I've seen your podcast. It actually looks pretty good." And I was like, "Oh my god." So when I hear people in that enjoy my streams, I am just blown away to be honest. Like just seeing people like interact in my chat, like spending time in my chat, just anyone taking time their time to watch me do something and them getting entertained by that or willingly spending their time on my content just makes me so happy.
See.
That's literally all I have to say really.
Yeah. Interaction, it's I don't know. It's a very nice part about streaming. So I
Mhm.
definitely feel you there.
I really got the two most wholesomest streamers for this stream podcast, and I'm just here like, anyway, so. But yeah, I feel like I'm pretty wholesome. My last stream was pretty wholesome for some part of it, at least.
You're although like the way you output may not be like entirely wholesome, but you definitely are in your own fun, quirky little way. Like
I'm
I
so
always feel so
fucking.
much better after talking to you.
What? Allie, I love you.
Sorry, it's just the
Oh,
truth.
what is it with people saying that, like, how dare people compliment me? Ugh, what is it with people saying they enjoy talking to me? Ugh, I hate my friends. How dare they want to talk to me? But, bro, for real. Oh, thank you. Both you and Creep are great at, like, giving compliments. I feel so loved. Holy shit.
You are loved. You're so sweet.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, it might be higher than last time.
I'm high on Ellie. I mean,
Lizard's
what?
evolving like a Pokemon.
Time to become Charizard.
Right,
You,
let's
you're
you
telling me
you
you're
ready to go?
actually grow taller?
Fuck you.
It was a question and I broke something.
Oh, yeah, karma, bitch.
Oh.
The sigh. Babe, what did you break? Is
I have
everything
no
alright?
idea, that's the problem.
Oh, I am on guys.
Okay, it was an empty glass.
Oh,
Okay, so
Hopefully it's fine.
we can continue with the questions.
yeah.
Or like with
Okay.
the people who goes.
Allie, the people. I will
Yes,
be the
my
answer.
name is currently up on the stream.
Yes.
So a highlight of my streams, what makes me happy when I stream. I mean, yeah, I'd definitely say the interaction aspect is really pleasant. um, I always love when I stream with people. Like, cause I naturally just I really enjoy having conversations with people and just seeing where they flow. Cause like I love just sitting and talking with someone for literally hours and just existing with someone. But I've been trying to force myself to be more okay streaming alone. And that's why like my last couple ones I've been just like streaming either later or just single player games so that I can be more comfortable with that. And so I I wouldn't say that that's like the best part, but I think honestly it's just the fact that it's a place to put my passion into and to direct energy into. Because apart from everything that I'm doing already, I have like four different big high production ideas of things that I like want to do over the summer, stream wise, and it gives me a place to put that into. And I guess just also being an art streamer, like I don't consider myself to be like very good at art, but it's always just I want to improve, and it gives me a means to. It gives me motivation to, because I don't think that I would sit down and do art for 3 hours otherwise, apart from like when I'm streaming. And I think that's such a cool aspect of it, that it provides so many opportunities to just try different things and just test the waters, see what you enjoy. And it's like entirely your own thing. Like
Yeah.
you're like throwing yourself onto a platter and like serving that to people through Twitch. Like it's like the purest form of like human creation. It's like here's who I am as a person, and if you enjoy, stick around.
Yeah.
And that's freaking awesome.
Yes.
Like I love that creation aspect. Um and just as a mode of so many different things, because like there's hot tub streamers. Like you can just do whatever you want like on a like pool day and you could stream that now. Like there's so many different things that you can do on Twitch, like podcasts or gaming or streaming esports or actual sports. Well, not actual sports, but like physical sports.
Yeah.
Or art or singing karaoke, literally anything. Like Twitch can like help provide so many different routes of ways that you can just be you. And
Yeah.
that's what I enjoy like most. It's about like well having to start stream. It's the fact that I had to get creative with what I was doing with it and how I enjoyed that time and made it enjoyable for other people.
Yeah, I would say that like I'm really bad at like pinpointing specific things. Um, and that's often why I do like mention things. I'm very general about things. And so I admire a lot of people who can just like say this exact thing made my day because I'm just like I don't know, this you existing made my day. What the fuck? So like I don't have any specific story or something like that. Um but seeing people um like I mean one thing is just seeing people actually watch what I do. That's like insane. But also something that I really learned and took to heart with things is that it's not the outcome that's important, it's the act of doing it. Um, and it's something that I applied a lot to my art because I was feeling pretty shitty because I didn't get better at art, but I didn't have the discipline to learn or like do stuff to get better at art.
Felt that.
Um, but then I started thinking about it and I was like, it's more important to me that I have fun while I'm actually drawing because I'm not planning on becoming a professional artist or anything like that. And so the outcome, that's when I'm already done with the art, you know? So, like, if I draw and have fun as fuck, and then when I'm done, I realize that this looks like shit, I don't enjoy, like, I don't like what I made. But if I had fun while doing it, then that's a great piece. And that's a thing that I applied to almost everything to feel better about myself because self-esteem we don't know where
Oh.
so I did that with like bass. I can play a really easy song and have so fun because it was just fun playing together with people. The vibes, it sounded good even though it was easy as fuck. With every other instrument it sounded good, so I'm happy to perform that. Because my goal isn't to show how good I am. My goal isn't to show what I can do. My goal is not the end product, even though that's basically what it is for everyone that does stuff professionally. But since I don't care, I'll just have fun doing it. And so that's what I applied to streaming. So what makes me happy is that I managed to make something where I do whatever the fuck I want, um, and see if people tag along. Like, so I love how my answer is just like, ah, yes. My favorite part about streaming, that like a highlight of my stream, is streaming. But like,
No, that's so cool.
I was like doodling last time I was streaming because I was like, I want to draw on my arm because I do that a lot. But the pen that I usually use to draw on my arm has run out of ink. Um, And so I was like, I'll just draw normally then, but as if it's my arm. So I made like a canvas that's really like thin, and I did like similar things that I would draw on my arm. But then I was like, I can just stream this. And like sometimes I was just sitting listening to music doing nanograms, and I was like, I can just stream this. Like I don't have to put that much effort into it being like this top-notch thing. I don't have to like gather 5 friends to be able to do this thing. I can just do whatever I want to do and have fun doing it. And seeing people actually enjoy that makes me happy. So it's just that I can find enjoyment in things without caring about the end product. Like I did an art stream where I hated the outcome of the art. And so when I ended the stream, I was like, fuck, people would think like I'm bad at art. This went terrible. And then I started applying this to things, and I was like, but I had so much fun drawing that because I had this vision in my head, and I was like trying to do it. I didn't create it. I didn't get to where I wanted it to be, but it was fun trying. It was fun doing it. So yeah. And also, I'm sorry, I'm talking forever, but it's okay.
Oh, you're fine.
On a podcast, ugh.
Oh,
How have I said this on every podcast? Like, oh god, I'm talking so much.
It's so
Pain.
loud.
um, but what the fuck was I even gonna say? Oh yeah, one thing. I don't know, um, if he's watching or if he will watch this, but I just gotta say this anyway. Um, Gray Sketch is a lovely person. He's amazing, and he joined my community, and I have always been like in awe about him because he's so like adorable and sweet, and he's very caring and like stuff like that. And he joined my community because of Fran Bow, which is my one of my favorite games, and his as well. So he didn't come from like anyone. Like he just came from the like search tab for like Frambo on Twitch, you know. So it wasn't like, oh, I watch Fish like most people here, or like, oh, I'm in YGDA like some people, and like it was just a total coincidence that we even got to know each other, that he got to see my streams or my Discord. But he has told me that like he's glad because I make him feel comfortable, and that shit made me so happy that I was able to be there for a person, and that I was able to make a safe space for a person just by literally admiring them because they're fucking awesome. You know, like I didn't think of it as like, oh, I will welcome you, I will like be nice to you. It was just like, holy fuck, you're an amazing person. You know, like I have to say this. So, but it just made me so happy that I managed to like reach out to someone like that, because like I never saw myself as a person that would be like, ah, yes, I will talk to you, and I will hello, take follow me out. And so wait, what am I even saying? What I meant, I've never seen myself as a person that can like reach out to one specific person. I'm like, hello, I will make you feel safe and I got you. um but since that, then I've been trying to like notice myself doing that, and I'm like, I'm just doing what I want people to do to me, you know. Like I'm an insecure bitch, so when I see people be insecure, I will like, it's like if I'm anxious to do stuff, but if someone is more anxious to do that thing, I suddenly have all the courage in the world. So just Gray was is really nice, and he made me realize like all that. So yeah.
yeah, that's really awesome. Like I always try my best to support people when I'm very people aware, and so when I notice like someone's not feeling like very well, or they're they look like they need some support, I do try to like focus and help them. But sometimes it's such a surprise when someone's like, yeah, you existing like made me feel safer. And it's funny how you can have such a tremendous impact on someone just by being together and just,
Yeah.
naturally talking with them. Like Allie, Mr. Allie, like I tell him all the time, but still I don't think he understands how much he makes his like existence easier. like for me. Like
So,
having
like-
him in my life.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
But like, why are you explaining mean creep? Like, hello?
Yeah.
Not to call us out or anything, but like, holy shit.
I love that man. That man
Yeah.
makes life so much better. I'm about to cry, like thinking about him.
Oh, Allie, I love you.
I
Happens.
love him so much.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, no, I definitely the whole just Mr. John Cena, just do it. Or no, it's Shia LaBeouf. It's Shia LaBeouf. Um, like you just enjoy the journey because that's what life is. Life's not about just race to the end, and then the end is what's good. It's the whole process of learning and trying and figuring how things go and who you are. Like that's the important part.
Yeah. This is so adorable.
Yeah, like for the podcast too. Like that's that's entirely what a podcast is. It's not, oh, we had this big like finisher thing. It's like the whole process, the whole conversation.
Yeah,
Like
I
don't know.
really enjoy podcasts in general. Like, I don't usually listen to them because my attention span is really like bad, and so I have to be doing something while I'm listening to the podcast. But if I'm doing something, I start focusing on that instead, and I'm like, fuck, I need to rewind now. Um, but anyway, uh, I really like the whole thought of just getting a normal look into people that you may know of or that you see on Twitch or online acting a certain way, and then a podcast is just for talking. It's no like, of course you can still joke around and when you aren't what you are yourself, but like it's just such a like, I don't know, it's just all so genuine, and I really like the idea of that. That it's just a space to literally only talk.
And that's it's funny because like that's just what's great about streaming too. Just generally,
True.
that's just enjoying the whole thing and just figuring out where things go and just being genuine.
Epic. So yeah, is that all, or am I really forgetful?
Pretty sure that's all.
Yeah, and we've gone a bit over. We do
Whoopsies.
start stream like before we actually start talking, and we haven't actually set a rule that it's 1 hour, so it does not matter at all. It's just been a nice conversation. But we're gonna wrap it up here. It has been really fucking fun. And Creep, do you want to do the outro?
It's a slash.
Thank you. Yeah, sure. Thank you all for joining. Something to take from this: no one here actually wanted to try to start streaming. Yeah, and no, but for real. Thank you all for joining us. Special thanks to the guest, the Allie herself.
The Allie. Woo.
The
Let's
Allie.
go.
Again, I did not talk much because I was sick, but I hope you all had fun. We'll see you guys next week, most probably. Say hi to Sky, and yeah, bye, chat.
Goodbye.